Hi, I'm Skylar.
And I'm Max.
During quarantine, we decided to start watching Bob's Burgers to see what it was all about.
It didn't take long for us to become completely obsessed with the show.
And one of the things we loved the most about the show were the brilliant end credits.
Which is why we created this podcast.
Each week, we'll go episode by episode to talk about the elaborate end credit sequences.
We're excited to have you join us on the very first credit score spin-off, Bob's Credits.
We'll make sure the Bob's Burgers end credits get the credit they're due.
I like when you look at me. You wait for it. You know it's coming.
Yep.
You know it's true. Everything I do, I chip-chip-a-roo. Do you know that song?
I think so.
Everything I do it for you. Bryan Adams.
Yeah.
From that old Robin Hood with Kevin Costner from the 90s.
I haven't seen that.
Oh. Actually, I don't know if it's that good of a movie. Maybe we should watch it.
The song I'm hearing is, I still miss you, babe.
And I don't want to miss a thing. Well, they were kind of like, I feel like Everything I do it for you was a ballad for these action movies. And then I Don't Want to Miss a Thing was a ballad later for Armageddon.
Oh,
that was written by Aerosmith.
You are just a vessel of pop culture facts.
That's the only thing I am good for is pop culture information and nothing else. And there's nothing else in this brain that has like stayed in my brain otherwise. Like nothing
I want more
useful.
Of these facts, like when we're cooking and walking the dog.
Okay. You have...
That's so interesting.
This is like Pandora's box. If you're asking for it, you're going to get it. I also want to point out that the evolution of the chip-chip-a-roo is...
I just get serenaded now, and I got to tell you, like, I am here for it.
Yeah, like, so you've come over to the chip-chip-a-roo side now because you get to have like a little song sung to you.
Yeah, I really, really enjoy it.
Whereas it initially started as Panic. I was panicking about a sign-on for us, and it just came out.
Oh, he's talking about the evolution of the chip-chip-a-roo.
This is important.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 3, by the way, of our podcast.
Started.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And then it became like doing weird chipperoos, and now I've been singing, and I've been enjoying it.
I hope this phase lasts a while.
Okay. I wonder what's going to be the next phase in the chip-chipperoo evolution.
Let's just stay in the present.
Okay.
We don't need to worry about the future right now.
You and I should listen to Everything I Do it for you tonight when we're cooking dinner.
Oh my gosh, it's a date. Let's do it.
I'm so excited. Anything else? That was quite the discussion. Should we just get into this episode?
Well, don't we need to
Or do you want to spend more time talking about Kevin Costner?
Well, honestly.
Do you want to talk about Waterworld?
What's Waterworld?
Oh, you don't know Waterworld?
No, I don't. I don't want to like kick us off track, but do I need to know?
Waterworld is this disaster of a big budget movie that takes place when the world is all water, like when land has.
Oh, but it's a disaster. Like the script fell apart.
It's just a bad movie. I think it bombed in the box office, and
but they thought it was going to be like.
But this is where my nerddom is going to come out. They made it a stunt show at Universal Studios Hollywood, and the stunt show is still around, even though the movie was such like a joke. Because the stunt show was really good. It's
still there.
I'm not sure if it's still there. It was there recently. I don't know if it's surviving like the Harry Potter takeover because they need the land.
Right. Wow. See what I mean?
So much useless information that is not going to get us any kind of financial security. I apologize.
It's okay. You couldn't remember if we'd announced our engagement on the podcast.
But this stuff I hold on to.
I'm ready for some...
Bob pun or Max pun?
Yeah.
Okay. Your first pun is... Veal of Fortune.
That's fantastic. I'm going to say Bob.
No, it's Max. But I was thinking, because this is a game show themed episode.
Yeah.
I was going to do all game show ones, but there's not enough Bob ones, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you could have done all Max and tricked me.
True. But I thought it would be too obvious. Like, there's too many game show options. Like, how many can Bob have had? One? For this episode, maybe?
Well, you don't know because I can't be like, oh, well, there were 5 chalkboard scenes. Or
that's true.
Although they are not in the restaurant a lot.
And there could be game show ones just in non-game show episodes, too, because they're good puns.
Yeah.
Okay. Your next burger is the Olivia Newton Prawn Burger.
Bob.
No, me.
Damn it. I was going to say, I heard that. I saw that one in the cookbook. That's why I know. But I clearly did not.
Do you think it would be like kind of like ground shrimp meat, or would it have shrimp on it, like a shrimp burger?
Honestly, like I was thinking that's like a little strange, but like surf and turf, right?
Yeah, I think it would be delicious. I'm sure there's plenty of shrimp burgers.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's common to make like shrimp
has like
cakes.
a crunch to it, and burger meat's a little bit more mushy.
Okay.
Gives
Right.
it some good texture.
Okay.
Okay.
He's a trained chef, folks.
This is all getting cut, by the way.
No.
Your next pun is the life of the parsley burger.
You.
No,
Oh
Bob.
my gosh.
You're getting them all wrong this week.
Correct.
Are you ready for your last one? See if you can get it right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna sing it. I ran so tar away. Burger.
Taro? I don't even know what that is.
I can't say what it is either.
Bob?
Yes, you saved yourself. Sometimes I look up these weird ingredients. I don't know what taro is.
I don't either. Is it, I was like, marrow?
No, but that maybe would have worked too.
Is it like tarragon?
I have no idea.
I wish I could talk to Bob on that one.
Yeah, we're not even going to bother looking that up right now. Should we get into this episode?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, Skylar, can we have the title and synopsis for Season 3, Episode 19?
Yes. The title is Family Fracas. In hopes of winning a new and much needed car, the Belchers compete on the game show Family Fracas, only to win bucket loads of the show's iconic foam. Louise is pissed. Jean is cool with it. Turns out the foam is pretty tasty. Soon, the Pestos step up to compete against the Belchers. Of course, Jimmy cheats, winning the brand new van. The whole mess ends up on Pam's Court, a Judge Judy-esque show. It's a total mess, but at least the Belchers still have each other and buckets of foam.
This episode came out on April 14th, 2013. It was written by Holly Schlesinger and directed by Don McKinnon. What do you think about this episode?
It's not like top 10 for me. I think that's my go-to phrase when it's what I really mean to say. It's not one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, well, we've talked about this before. Is like we love this show so much, and we think it's better than so many other shows that even the bad episodes are good. And I don't even say bad episodes because they're not bad episodes. There are ones that are like just sensational from beginning to end,
right?
And then ones that aren't as sensational, but they're up there still.
Yeah.
It's just it's not.
And I feel like it's interesting you use the term like bad episodes because I feel like how this show has been on for like, are we in season 11 right now?
Yeah.
That's a lot of seasons. And I can maybe think of like one that I would consider a flop.
That's true.
Whereas like The Simpsons have been on for so long. I mean, much longer, but like there's like, what am I trying? The percentage of greatness on Bob's is like mind blowing.
I think The Simpsons ran out of steam by season 11, and I think Bob's is going strong.
I don't think it's lost any steam, and because if you think about it, like I think some of the same writers might be still around. So like, do they lose steam? And I do not feel that in this show at all. It is still so good. Like this year's Thanksgiving episode was maybe my favorite Thanksgiving episode of the entire series. So I don't know how they do it, but it has not lost its luster.
Oh, I like that. Fist up in the sky there.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, what are words?
Luster. Yeah. Well, it's a good thing we have a podcast because neither of us can speak properly. I struggled to say that. So that being said, not my favorite episode either. And
that was a long way to say that.
Apparently this episode, based on my research, got negative reception.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, I don't know if that's like
these critics?
They have set the bar so high at this point that like quote unquote negative reception isn't like a bad thing. I don't know. I just don't think it's a bad episode of TV.
No, it's really good. And if you were like, do you want to go watch it right now while we eat lunch? I'd be like, yes. And I would laugh out loud at some parts.
Was that you telling me that you're hungry for lunch? We're always recording so close to lunchtime.
Yeah.
Skylar's always so hungry. I like that. So it's based on, it's pretty much like, there's lots of game shows, the Family Fracas, Family Feud, but it's mostly like Double Dare, which is a show. I don't know if you watched that as a kid. I grew up on Nickelodeon.
Yes. Was it their slime on that one?
Yeah, they get slime, not
Totally.
foamed.
I watched so many of those game shows and like kids game shows. Like, what was the one where they're in those tombs? Come on, you gotta
The Legend
know
of the
this.
Hidden Temple? Legend of
Yes.
the Hidden Temple. That was a great one on Nickelodeon also. Nickelodeon had the best like set game shows for kids.
Yeah.
And-
I just like, I don't think I could make it through an episode of one of those now. Like, I feel like it's just like...
They're on like streaming. We should watch one or two. I would love to watch it.
I have so many books I want to read. I don't. I just remember being so mesmerized. It was like totally that kid just like zoning out.
I wanted to go on those shows so badly.
Really?
And Double Dare, it was like a family show. You brought your family on. I wanted to go on so badly
like
on Double
rounding
Dare.
up your
I wanted to
family.
get slimed more than anything in the world. Like I was more
Yes.
excited about it than Gene is in this episode.
Yes, you
Yeah.
were Jean. That's amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
Although you want to know something that I do think about. So if you don't know, Max was on a few episodes of Boy Meets World
Yes.
and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
They should know this. Come on. I'm
If you
such a
follow-
celebrity.
Yeah. Someone made a wiki fan page for Max.
On Boy Meets World.
On board,
With
yeah.
my one line.
He has a whole page. Anyway, but what like rocks my brain is what if I was like a little girl watching those shows, because I watched both of them and I saw my future husband.
That's crazy, but it also makes me sound like a dirty old man. I'm not that much older than you.
But you were a kid
I was
too.
I was a teenager. I was a teenager when I was on Boy Meets World. And
Yeah.
you are 8 years younger than me.
I think 7.
So that's significant then.
Oh, I'm not making anything dirty about it. I just
No,
think
I'm
how
just saying it's
weird.
funny that I was a teenager playing, I was
Like, what if
playing a
someone
high
was
school
like-
kid on Boy Meets World and
Yeah.
you were a kid watching Boy Meets World.
Like, what if someone came down and was like, "That's gonna be your future husband."
Who would come down?
It's a game show now.
What if like Corey Matthews or Topanga broke the fourth wall? And I was like, Skylar Harrison, this is
and
going to
I'd
be
be
your
like,
future.
I get him. I don't get you, Corey, or you, Topanga.
No, you're gonna get the guy that like knows too much about pop culture, not the one making money for being on a TV show.
Oh. Okay. All right. Now that I've derailed us completely.
That's okay because I don't have that many fun facts for this episode, so we're going to get into the credits very soon here.
Okay.
The only fact I have is that this is the first time we see Jimmy Pesto's apartment.
And it's sad.
It is sad. We see him. There's one episode where like Bob goes to take care of him or like bring him soup or something. I'm not sure how often we
remember
see
that
his apartment,
episode.
but it's very like sleazy bachelor stuff.
Yes. To me, it was like he got stuck in the 80s too.
Yeah, or 90s.
Or 90s. But it's like not filled out.
He has on his bookcase a J and a P as bookends holding up some books.
So self-absorbed.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me sad. Like, you can understand, like, Jimmy is such a precious soul, Jimmy Jr., and then Ollie and Andy. Like, I love them so much. It makes me so sad that that's their father.
Yeah.
I think they did a phenomenal job with his apartment. Like,
I do too, and you see more of it in that episode I'm talking about where Bob goes over there, and it's totally Jimmy Pesto that you get to know.
yeah, it
By
has,
then.
like, sad misogyny written all over it.
Mm-hmm. We never talked about how the guy who voiced Jimmy Pesto was at the
Oh, my God.
the surge on the Capitol.
And did you fact check that?
Yes.
Like, it
I'm
was,
pretty
like,
sure it was him.
pretty big
Yeah.
on Twitter.
Yeah. Something tells me we're not going to be seeing much of Jimmy.
I feel like
Jimmy
with voice
Pesto.
actors, like, you could replace them.
It's true.
I know it's, like, hard to match voices perfectly, but that's wild.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
it's very weird. So should we get into these credits?
I think the people are saying, "Dear God, yes."
Dear God, please stop talking about whatever you're talking about. So we're going to play again the last moment before the end credits. Jimmy Pesto has won the minivan. He went on and cheated, as you mentioned. He's fixing the minivan on the street. Everyone's still in their family fracas attire. the
stupid-
Belchers are, and they're just gonna come up to him and have like this last moment about the minivan, and then we'll get to the end credits.
Oh, problem with the van, Jimmy?
What? It's nothing. Damn it.
You don't know how to change a tire. Ha!
You don't know how to things.
Hey, who am I? I can't change a tire and my whole family is watching me not be able to do something simple.
You are mean.
Yeah, Bob.
He's dead. What? He's the one who said it to us when my car wouldn't start.
Yeah, but he was funny.
He was funnier? No?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No, he wasn't.
Kind of was.
All right. Let me help. Move over.
Let me help.
He's just did it again. He's doing it right now.
Oh, yeah, it's funny.
Order.
Okay, I want to pause it there real quick because I just want to say that one fact I have is that there was an original ending to the episode and it had the Belchers dumping Fracas foam through the sunroof of Jimmy Pesto's new minivan.
Oh, wow. That's revenge.
Yeah, and something to do with the foam that they've acquired over this, all of their wins on Family Fracas.
Well, and we do see Gene eating the foam at the diner, too. So
yeah.
we did have that scene. I feel like I like this ending better.
I do too. It's
Who doesn't love seeing Bob frustrated? I love seeing it, and I want to hug him too.
Yeah, and they're not mean. They're mischievous, but they're not like that would just I don't know. I feel like that would just be mean.
Yeah, and I think with Louise's character, you could make her do mean things, but I think they're very smart in her mischief.
And they typically come from a good place almost.
Like
it's
protecting
always,
their siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
And plus in that shot, Andy and Ollie and Jimmy Pesto
They were
Jr. are
staring
in
out
the
the
are in the
window.
car, and it's like we like those guys. It's not their fault their dad's a dick.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Oh, he's so bad.
Okay, so the minute we hear kind of Bob complaining that Jimmy Pesto's making fun of him again, we cut to the credits, and what do we see, Skylar?
Okay, so we are not in the kitchen, but we have the same aesthetic. We have the black and white sketches of the living room. So we have the TV and the couch and the it's not Bob's Burgers Diner, it's his dad's diner. Is that photo?
Big Bob Steiner.
Okay,
is his
so
dad,
his dad's, the photo of that. And then on the couch in color, we have Linda and Gene. Gene has a huge bucket of foam in between his legs with his hand digging right in.
Yeah, he's munching away.
He's munching
right
away. I have to say something just like really odd.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of see the appeal
Of the tub?
of eating the foam.
You see the appeal just as like what you imagine the texture's like. You imagine it tastes maybe like high C or something, orange.
I
or
don't.
like
It's more the texture that seems satisfying to me.
really, and you're like interesting with textures when it comes to food.
I do have real.
What if it was like
texture
cottage
stuff.
cheese?
No.
You don't think it's like cottage cheese? What do you
you remember
imagine Fracas foam to be like?
I mean, like, I'm a 90s kid. Do you remember that foam? It almost looked like beads.
Mm-mm. Is it like cotton candy? Is it a little bit thicker than that?
No. It's way thicker than that.
Okay. Is it like, what about like that NASA ice cream?
Oh, I love that stuff. Not like that at all.
That's too solid.
Yeah.
So what do you think
It's like chia seed pudding, but like a little firmer.
Like a little more lighter, would you say? Like
Yes.
a light
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you could scoop it up and you could like form it a little bit. I
Cool
think.
Whip? Cool Whip?
No, harder than that. And you got to
Okay.
have the chia seed texture.
Okay.
If I ever have an episode of My Weird Obsession, it's going to be like Fracas foam.
If they want to make some kind of Fracas foam for some kind of like marketing ploy, I'll try it.
Okay.
Just if the people at Bob's want to do that.
But then it also concerns me too. That cannot be good to ingest.
Oh, probably not. I think they make a joke about that at some
Yeah.
point. Okay. And then we hear they're watching the TV. We can see the TV screen in the foreground of the credits. And we hear that doom, 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 doom. I'll go back to hear the beginning of that. Okay, so Gene's...
Order. I'll allow it.
Okay, so Gene's just shoveling this stuff in his mouth. You see him dip his hand in. He reaches up with a bunch of orange goo and just licks it off his palm. All
He
in
is
one
not
sitting.
like resting in between chews
No.
either.
Yeah.
Something I really love that we're seeing here is the glow from the TV.
Yeah.
Do you see it moving out and in? It
Yeah.
really looks like they're watching.
Yeah, and that's in kind of like black and white too, or that color scheme. But
Yeah.
they're still managing the glow.
Yeah, it's really good. And I just really enjoy these like random one-liners because like she has no like she's such a phony.
Yeah, it's like if you had never been in a court in your entire life and you just had to write like court words.
Yeah, like if I were like in a lawyer show, I would just be like objection.
Right, exactly.
Like 17 times.
Overruled.
Sustained.
And we didn't mention that this is Pam from the Beef Squatch episode.
Yes.
And her ex-husband is the guy that hosts Family Fracas.
Right, but she has her.
Yeah, and Pam is voiced by Samantha Bee.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So I love her just like yelling out key judge words.
Mm-hmm.
Guilty, not guilty.
Jean's munching away.
I have my ruling.
Okay, we get Linda reaching over, and she's joining in. She reaches over into the tub and
the foam bucket.
Gets herself a handful. And they're both like glued to this show.
Yeah, their eyes are wide.
Moving on. Right.
Linda just grabbed another handful.
Wow.
What was that?
I don't know what those noises are at the end. I feel like we should know that. It has to do with something in the episode, right? And I feel like we're letting people down by not knowing, but I don't know what those noises were.
Is it her like
at the very
mumbling
end.
under her breath, being upset about her divorce?
Yeah,
that was so
I don't know
strange.
what or is it something else? Because sometimes they toss something else from the episode in.
Was anyone like was
chicken?
Tina saying? Yeah, there was a part of the episode when she was facing some competitors and called them chickens.
Let me see if I can find
I'm not
that
sure.
real quick, just in case. Okay, so Skylar and I paused the podcast and we went back through the entire episode to try and find what that sound was at the end, and we can't figure it out. So if you know, feel free to reach out to us and let us know, because we don't know what that sound was at the end of the credits.
Please help.
Please, it's driving us crazy. We just spent way too much time.
Do we need to replay the sound for everyone?
Yeah, let's play it one more time.
To be honest, it sounds like it's Pam's voice. Like I didn't hear like a voice change.
Right.
It's so her.
Wow.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Maybe they were just recording it, and she was just like, had like, they were recording the Pam's court stuff, and she was recording on the mic, and there was all this extra space at the end, and she was just like, I don't know. That's my guess. If we are wrong,
I think so.
Let me know. But
although I'm thinking back to the Beef Squatch episode, and she's like such a lush. I can see her getting a little
saucy,
a little
preview for later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Highlights, lowlights from these end credits.
I love the TV glow. And I just gotta say, Jean and Linda on the couch together, mom and son watching some Judge Pam, gives me all the feels.
Enjoying some Fracas foam. I love that Jean's not alone in liking the Fracas foam.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see Linda just being like, oh, maybe like a little taste.
Yeah. Oh, that's
yeah,
good.
That's good.
Oh, I'll have a little bit more. I don't know what that. It's turned into a 1920s gangster.
Oh, I don't know. I have some more.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna eat this in the boom boom room.
Okay, what are your highlights?
I guess
Oh my gosh, you sound like you don't like these. Do you like these credits?
You know how I feel about when they leave the kitchen?
I like the credits a lot.
Okay, we might disagree on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the highlight is the court theme song, because that's totally like we said, like it's a really good, like, we have a court show with a judge. This person isn't actually a judge. This isn't actually a court. This isn't legal. But we're going to use all the words. Do
you think that they are watching the theme of Is it
Yeah.
called Judge Pam?
Yeah,
Or do
it's-
you think they're just watching the episode?
No, I think they're watching the opening credits
Oh, yeah,
to
'cause it's
Pam's
dun, dun,
court.
dun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think it is.
So low lights. I think you just said them, maybe?
Yeah. Again, I don't know. For some reason, what I think the stuff that we could have pulled from this episode, there might have been something more fun to do at the end of these credits.
I'm just gonna flat out disagree with you.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I think it brought the two storylines, or like the two different like locations, the family fracas and then the courtroom, together so perfectly in such an organic way. Like, I love that they're actually watching the show. It's not like they're just eating foam and then it's playing over. And I love the sweet bonding moment after an episode that I just like didn't really care for. Like, I'd much rather see an episode with Jean and Linda, like a storyline. So it just like, I liked the credits a lot.
Okay. You sold me a little bit on that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that moment
I'm
with the two of them too.
Never trying to change your mind.
I also like what do you think Louise and Tina and Bob are up to during Pam's court time with mother and son?
I think Louise.
Maybe they're down in the kitchen right now. That's where they are, and that's why we
Right.
don't see.
That's true.
That's why Linda and Jean come in later.
I can see Louise like spreading out like a map on her bed, and she's like, "This is how we're gonna get our revenge. We're gonna go on
like,
the show."
like
'Cause-
Kevin McAllister.
Yeah, well, not like a map. Like, I don't know, just some mastermind plan. Because I liked how intense she was in the game show, and how like she was gonna spin that wheel. I'd be like, I'm not spinning that wheel because I'm gonna fuck it up for the whole family. But she's like, I don't think she can let the losing go right now.
So she's off trying to come up with the plan. Well,
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So should we do our segment about credits first episode?
Yes,
Were these end credits better than the episode itself?
I really think that I just like convinced myself
That they're better?
That they're better, and I never would have said that coming into recording today's episode. But I'm gonna go for it.
I'm going to go for it too. I'm going to say they are better. It's hard because you can't say like these credits couldn't stand alone without the episode.
But I don't know that that's what this is.
Yeah.
I think it's like, which makes you happier? Which do you like enjoy watching more? I don't know. It's hard.
I say they're better.
I am just realizing the power of my persuasion with you, and I'm not sure why I haven't done it
In real life?
in real life.
Yeah, try doing it off the podcast.
Yeah. Okay.
Puppet Master. Should we score them?
Yeah.
We score on a scale of 1 to 10 H's at the end of Tina's Skylar, what do you give these end credits?
I'm going to give them an 8.
Wow. Okay.
What did we give the top C credits? Did that end up being a 7.5 or an 8?
Yeah, around there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's something about the simplicity
Mhm.
that I just really like.
Mhm.
So if I'm comparing, that's how I like compare them. I'm like, well, what did I give one of the other ones we did? So I'm giving it an 8.
I'm going to give them a 6.5.
That's fine. You're going to regret it later.
I'm going to be up all night thinking about it and about Legends of the Hidden Temple.
What is better than Jean and Linda watching TV together?
You and me watching TV together.
Okay.
You and me watching Legends of the Hidden Temple while eating our version of Fracas foam tonight.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. Thank you everyone for listening. Skylar, you want to do a call to action here?
If you could follow us on Instagram, Bob's Credits, that would be awesome. We post a lot of fun stuff over there.
Skylar finally has the password now, so she'll be popping on there
Yeah.
and doing
I have
all
a
sorts
great Bob's mug collection and sock collection, so it's going to be there.
It's gonna be on there. She's gonna do lives.
You're going to log into the Instagram and be like, why? There's so many photos of her feet on here.
There was a 3-hour live about socks. Leave us a review. We'd love that too. Anything else you want to say to everyone, Skylar, before we
Stay foamy,
stay foamy? I like that.
I guess.
Gulp. Maybe eat the foam. That was me gulping the foam.
Okay.
Okay. All right.